It's 6 o'clock. We'll call our meeting to order. Will you please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you so much. Thank you all for coming. Pam, can you please do the roll call for us?
Mayor Martin.
Here.
Trustee Solano.
Here.
Trustee Rosario.
Here.
Trustee Machado.
Here.
Trustee Rose.
Here.
Okay, and our last meeting minutes are in your binder. Also, they were emailed to you. Take a quick look, see if there's any corrections that need to be made. Okay, hearing none, I'll ask for a motion to approve the minutes as sent.
So moved.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. So for our abstracts tonight, sewer abstract is $58,761.76. General fund, $63,270.94. Trust and agency, $2,497.50. Water abstract, $23,770.54. And capital sewer wastewater treatment expansion, $138,153.71. I'll entertain a motion to accept the abstracts as read.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Okay, I only have a few comments. I want to keep it really brief tonight because we have a couple of special events. But I just wanted to mention that our block party's coming up May 30th. That's from 6 to 10 right out here on Main Street. Also, we have our Memorial Day parade and ceremony coming up. I think, what day is that? The 25th of this month, a week from today. Parade starts at 1 o'clock. And the ceremonies immediately following. Our speaker this year is Father Robert Repenning, previously from St. Mary's Church. And let's see what else. Oh, and we have a program coming up in, it's to be a part of the Revolution 250, the celebration of the 250th anniversary of the country. We have town supervisor and historian Joey Cavassini is coming here to do a speech to do a little discussion on the revolution. So that's June 24th, and I believe that's at 6 o'clock. So we're going to move right down to the portion of our meeting where we wanted to recognize a very special village resident for his 60 years of volunteer service. In grateful recognition and sincere appreciation for 60 years of dedicated service to the Village of Fishkill Fire Department Protection Engine Company, number 1, your unwavering commitment, courage, and loyalty and selfless dedication to protecting the community have made a lasting impact and set an extraordinary example for generations of firefighters and residents alike. With deepest gratitude, we honor your remarkable years of service, and we extend our heartfelt thanks for your contributions. This is for Rad Wilson. Step right up to the podium, sir.
Absolutely.
Oh. Yes, absolutely. There's more.
Tonight, we want to take a moment to reflect on the lifetime achievement for Rad Wilson. On May 4th, 1966, Radcliffe L. Wilson signed the membership book for Protection Engine Company and began his journey with the Fishkill Fire Department. He served in every capacity of line officers, department officers, company officers, and the officers of the Benevolent Association. In a span of 60 years, that's 3 generations, for 6 decades, Rad, you have served your community with the utmost dedication. You have sacrificed time with your family to help others. You have learned so much over your career and passed on your knowledge to many firefighters over that span. You didn't just volunteer for 60 years, you helped protect a community and shape a department into the ever-evolving and always changing fire service. This department will always have memories of your leadership, sacrifice, and your service will be reflected as the highest level of achievement possible in our department. You have inspired both the past and the present generations of what dedication is all about. Many people are here tonight to recognize your years of service, but none of us can sum up 60 years in a speech or a plaque. Rad, on behalf of all the officers, firefighters, and members of the community, I wish to both congratulate you and express our sincerest gratitude for everything you and your family have sacrificed. All I can hope is that you can convince Sherry to let you, where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Sherry, to let you finish out the next 60 years with us before you officially retire. It's been an honor to serve with you, and tonight we want to present you with this plaque for 60 years of active service. Congratulations.
Very nice. Thank you very much.
I have a couple other gifts here for Rad. This one is from the Firefighting Museum of Dutchess County. It hereby recognizes Radcliffe Rad Wilson with this certificate of achievement for your 60 years of service to the citizens of the village of Fishkill. Your years of service with Protection Engine Company No. 1 have changed the firematic history of Dutchess County. This award recognizes not only your remarkable longevity, but also the profound impact you have had on your company and your community. Your contributes are a testament to the true spirit of a firefighter, and your dedication will forever be inspiration to us all. The second one is from the Dutchess County Volunteer Firefighters Association. Sends congratulations and thanks to Radcliffe Rad Wilson. 60 years of service to Protection Engine Company No. 1 of the village of Fishkill and the county of Dutchess is truly admirable. This kind of commitment exemplifies selflessness, resilience, and unwavering sense of community.
Former trustee. It's a little different being on this side now, you know, but I couldn't be happier. So, 60 years ago, I wasn't born yet. Rad joined the Fishkill Fire Department and has dedicated his whole basically his whole life to saving the village residents, people outside the village. He risked his life when I was chief in 2006, along with 3 other brothers that went above and beyond to try to rescue somebody on Patricia Avenue. Without Rad's taken the abilities that he had and with all to protect those guys with the hose line, they wouldn't have been able to do the search. And back in 2006, I cried the same way. He's a mentor, a leader, a brother, and he's my friend. I didn't think I was going to get this emotional, but for 60 years, and 55 of it, I've looked up to him, and always will, and I'm going to cut it short, but all you guys, look up to that man. I love everything about him.
Thank you, everyone. 60 years is a long time. I would be remiss if I didn't recognize another 60-year member that's sitting right back here, 60-plus years, Don Williams Sr., and unfortunately unable to make it tonight, of course, would be Glenn Sr. right over there on Robinson Street over here. So both of those guys should be definitely recognized for years of service to the department. So I appreciate it, but I definitely appreciate all of the guys that are here tonight, all of the guys who have been here before you. You're in an excellent group of people and excellent institution to both protect the village of Fishkill and represent the village of Fishkill in a very high fashion, and I appreciate that. Just a couple of things. We talked about the fact of 60 years. Well, 1966. You're right. That's when I joined. In 1976, I ended up becoming chief. But getting back to when I joined, let's look at this and look at how far we've come. But we had back when I joined a 1937 Mack open cab. We had a 1952 GMC that was gotten through the civilian defense. It had little green and red lights on the top of the thing because of it being a CD piece of equipment. And our most modern piece of equipment then was a 1962 Ward LaFrance. Fred Namath Sr. was the chief of the department when I came in. And what did we do? We wore rubber boots and rubber coats. And look at what NASA has done for us with all of the Nomex and the full body ensemble and everything that we're seeing in today's day and age with Nomex and vapor barriers and everything else. So we've certainly come a long way. The village of Fishkill, all of you current officers of the village of Fishkill and all of the past officers we've had have always treated the fire department very well. We may be small in population, but we certainly aren't small in our dedication. So we're gotten a lot of things that other departments haven't even gotten through the years, and we were able to get those for the safety of our firefighters as well as the efficiency of our firefighters. So again, to the current board as well as the past boards, I appreciate that. I had the opportunity to work with several of the mayors when I was chief and coming up through the ranks. So again, thank you to all of you folks also. The other thing that did happen was that with that time frame, I had 7 truck committees that I served on, and I had 30 plus years as president of the Fishkill Exempt Firemen's Benevolent Association, which I just had gotten out of a year and a half ago, and Ray Van Voris is currently the president of the organization. So you do get some things under your belt when you've got that amount of time. But I can't say that I regretted any of it. My wife may say that I spent too much time away from home. I think the statement that used to be when I was chief was, how do you spend 8 days out of a 7-day week away from home, But other than that, I appreciate my family for supporting me. The kids also, I wasn't able to attend some of the things that they were doing up through the years, but again, a lot of support there, and definitely support from the members of not only this department, but all of our neighboring departments. So again, to the village board, to the members of Protection Engine and the Fishkill Fire Department, thank you very much, and I appreciate it.
I want to take a picture of you with all of your stuff.
Your stuff.
Oh, yeah. You're gonna need help. Out of here with all this stuff. You guys are gonna have to help them carry some of that.
All right.
Congratulations. Thank you for everything. Thank you.
Beautiful, I love it.
He's gonna need like a box. Do we have a box?
Something. No, it's not strapping.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Yeah, right, totally. We'll see what we can do.
Brainer.
Yeah, no, yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Sure you don't want to stay? They're like, no.
Hi, Dean. Good to see you.
Should I do that now? Yeah, okay. Okay. So we're going to do another one. Yeah, right, the room went. So we're going to do another one. We have a certificate of retirement to present to Greg Supple, our village attorney. In grateful recognition and sincere appreciation for your 40-plus years of dedicated service. That's 100 years between these two gentlemen.
Amazing.
That is amazing, right? Your professionalism, integrity, and guidance have played an invaluable role in supporting the village board, administration, and community throughout your years of service. Your knowledge, leadership, and dedication have left an impact that will be remembered with gratitude and respect. The village extends its heartfelt thanks and best wishes for a happy and healthy and fulfilling retirement. This is for Greg Supple. We're very sorry to see him go, but we're very happy for him to retire after all these many years of service. But we're really going to miss you, Greg. We wish you many years of happy, healthy retirement. Oh, she's. Yes, the official photographer. Thank you. Thank you, Greg. Thank you so much for all your help. Thank you. Yes, if you would like to say a few words, go right ahead.
No, Brad Wilson is a really tough act to follow. And I worked with Brad for many years. Not only was he a fire official, but he was an employee of the village for probably 20 years.
No, 14.
14.
Wow, okay.
So I had the pleasure of working with Brad over the years, and he did a great job. Besides being a firefighter, he was a great village official. So, and I had the pleasure of working with many mayors over the years. I started with Joseph McCluskey. I don't know if anybody ever heard of him, but I was a teenager, of course, when but my dad was the village attorney, I think, in 1979, and I started working with my father at that time. And my father enjoyed going to the meetings and everything, but he didn't like the legal work so much. So I ended up doing all the legal work behind the scenes for my father when he was the village attorney. And then a few years later, he retired, and I took on the full role of being the village attorney, and worked with numerous mayors over the years. George Carter, of course, James Michio, and the current mayor. It's been a great pleasure working with you, Mayor Martin. You're doing a great job, and so is this board doing a great job. And it's been a pleasure to serve the village. Everybody who works for the village is very dedicated. Your dedication to the welfare of the village is very impressive, and it's been an honor to serve. So I thank you.
Thank you, Greg. This evening is like, it's making me feel so grateful that I've had the opportunity to work with both of you. And Rad, you know, I knew that Rad had worked for the village, you know, previously, and you've always been there for us. Like, both of you have always been there for us ever since I've served on the board, and even before that. You both have been just a wonderful resource for all of us. So we're very, very sad that you're retiring, but happy to have worked with both of you. So thank you. Okay, now we're going to go back to the regular meeting. And we're going to jump up to the department reports. So did you have something for us, Greg? Okay, you're going to circle back? Okay. All right. So building, I don't know that we have a report in here. Fire, Danny? Yes, we do. We have a fire report in here. No new members this month. Everything's in service. Okay. The justice report is in your binder. And then for police, Glenn was not able to be here tonight, but the police report is in here, if you want to take a quick look at that. And I think you all got the email. He has a candidate, perhaps, for the...
Yes, for the next meeting.
Yes, yeah.
Excuse me.
Okay. And that brings us to water and sewer.
So it's on castration repairs, corner of Carey and Weston Avenue. Replace the fire hydrant on Broad Street by the intersection of Robinson Lane. Robinson Street. We also replace all the valves at this intersection. This is part of doing prep work for when they re-blacktop that after the gas work, so all our work's done at that intersection. Repaired some blacktop on Route 52. It was the site of a previous water leak. And at that time, we went around and filled a bunch of potholes throughout the village. We finished our annual water quality report, and this has been reviewed by the health department, and it's available now on our website, village website, that everyone can read now. We did have an issue with our main flow meter at the well field. One of the fusers broke up and caused our chemical feed system to shut down briefly, but we were able to temporarily repair it. We are waiting on parts to do a permanent repair, but it's up and running for now. We got these trees, doing some work on Loudon Drive, a bunch of dead limbs. And after that, they're actually going to be at the well field, overhead wires down there. We got some dead trees around overhead wires that we're going to get. Finished up cleanup work at the park and put new mulch down. We also have been working on outstanding water bills.
Right.
So shut-off notices were sent out to any accounts that were delinquent over $1,000. So we're talking with Jimmy, we have gotten a pretty big response for people paying. I don't know the exact number right now, but they have till the end of this week to satisfy those.
Okay.
As the week goes on, I'll send out an update and see what we're at with that.
Okay. And this is all out of district?
There are some in districts.
Okay.
But, yeah, I'll send an email at the end of this week and see exactly.
Okay.
What will be brought in, but it seemed positive.
Good.
So we did get a lot of people time.
Good.
One other thing I'll add is we're going to be doing our spring hydrant flushing. I don't have the exact date, but when we have that, we'll put that on the website.
Yeah, let us know, because then we can put it out, and we can send an email
Yeah, I
too.
don't have the exact date. I'll send that out. But that's
Okay.
in the next 2 weeks or so.
Okay, sounds good. Any questions, Paul? Okay, where am I here? Okay, treasurer. She has the monthly treasurer report in here. And do we have anything with ambulance?
Good thing is they're still keeping their response times in the single digits, which
Okay,
is great. They are presenting to the town at their first June meeting as far as the new contract.
okay,
There is some conversation with Beacon wanting to join the party a little
Yes.
bit, which would potentially could add 2 more ambulances.
Right.
They would bring a couple more on. That's still to be determined. But we'll find out a little more once they hit that meeting in June with the town.
right. I did speak with the mayor from the city of Beacon about this, and a lot of, Empress is really encouraging municipalities to band together, which we've already done. But there may be a possibility of us joining together.
Yeah.
And trying to get a better rate collectively, so. Yeah, and then, so now we had the 1-year contract, and then we went to 2-year.
We're going to 3.
We're going-
It's a 3-year contract
Okay.
we're on now. We're in the 3rd year.
We're in the 3rd year.
And-
So what do you have any sense of whether or not they'd like to do multiple years again, or?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, good. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right,
They want it
good.
locked down. They don't want to have to talk about it every year.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
for sure.
good. All right, sounds good. Yeah, we'll wait to see, how it goes with the town, and then.
I
Okay.
think it's a good thing. I think we're
Yeah,
in the
no, I
right
do
direction.
too. I had a long discussion with the mayor about it, and about the company that they're using, and about the volunteer, BVAC, Beacon Volunteer Ambulance. There's a lot of issues. I mean, there's always a lot of issues with this, as we've learned. But it seems that for us, I think it would be better to combine,
Yeah.
in our area, so we'll see how that
As long
goes.
as it's not at the expense of our residents.
Right, of
We're not
course.
pulling all the ambulances, but I think the
Right.
2 they would bring over would kind of be semi-dedicated.
Right.
They could help us, but then have to go to Beacon if necessary.
Yes. Okay, so that sounds good, thank you.
Yes.
And then that brings us to planning and zoning. Sure, thank you.
We will not have a meeting this month due to lack of a quorum. The training's coming up on May 21st from 12 to 1:30 p.m. is a webinar. It's free of charge. That county referrals in Dutchess County ramp systems. New York State Department of DOT's putting that on May 21st from 12 to 1:30. That's the webinar, I'm sorry. On May 27th, 6 to 8 p.m. in person up at the home center up in Millbrook will be affordable housing strategies for Dutchess municipalities and planning and zoning introduction from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. and public meeting and hearings at 7 to 8 p.m. on June 2nd. So those are our spring courses, and then the fall courses will be coming up in fall. We never have anything during the summer or the winter months. And that's all I have, Mayor.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let's see. Do I have anything about the judge? Oh, okay. So, our assistant judge is due to be reappointed, Judge Wolfson. He's served here for many years at this point, but it's time for him to be reappointed. So I'll entertain a motion to reappoint Judge Wolfson.
So moved?
Second.
Any discussion?
What's the term? 1 year, it's 1 year, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we always have to do it this time of the year.
So it's yearly. Okay.
Yeah, it's just 1 year at a time.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so motion second, discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, very good. And then the next item on the agenda is Anthony Segretti, 42 Jackson Street.
I brought some pictures if you'd like to just pass them around. Take a look at it.
What's up, man?
How are you?
Thank you.
Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Anthony Segretti. I have my wife Laura with me tonight. And to start, let me just tell you a little bit about myself. I've been here for 55 years. I own the Cecilwood Plaza. I own the Cecilwood Apartments. I have 6 houses in the village. So I'm not a fly-by-night. I'm not, trying to flip a house and make money on it. I built this house for myself. I bought 42 Jackson. I was looking to put a house next to it. The zoning allows for a 2-family house there. I met all the requirements for the zoning. We need 35%. I'm allowed 35% overall on the property. We only have 32%. Allowed 30 feet height. We only have 29 feet height. So I meet all of the requirements. So I was going to put the house next to the other house. Met with the board, met with the professionals. Everything was all set. At the last minute, we had the public hearing. And at the public hearing, some people came out. And the biggest thing was that it was engulfing a lot of the property, although I met all of the requirements. Then I came up with the idea, if I tear the house down and just put one house in the middle and make it a dedicated 2-family house, I thought that would solve everything. The house, you could take a look at the pictures. It's not, doesn't have a lot of character. It has a flat roof. In my opinion, it's not, anything with character for the village. The house is very close to the sidewalk, to the road. I would put the house set back. I would have 30 feet on one side, 30 feet on the other side. I think all the neighbors would be happy with that.
So why are you here? Like, why are you on?
Okay, I was told that I have to come to the to the village board to demolish a house. You're not allowed to demolish a house without the village.
Want to demolish this house?
Yes. And then I found out from the historian that the house is not in a historical zone. I'm not sure what that means to the board, but I would like to demolish it, put a two-family house in the middle. I think it'd be nicer for the neighborhood. I think the neighbors would be happier with it, and that's what I was hoping to do. But I was told that I have to come in front of the village to demolish a house.
Okay. So there was a public hearing,
Yes.
and this wasn't really discussed.
No.
So that's a problem. I mean, we would have to have another public hearing so the public would be aware of this. You can't have a public hearing and then change the plan and then come to us, and I don't, maybe the attorneys can weigh in on that. Okay. Okay.
I just wanted to say that I know there is some language here about this not being in the historic district, but I'm looking at a map, and it is indeed in the historic preservation overlay area. So,
So that would have to be
so we
clarified.
need to clear that up,
Yeah.
because this here, I'm looking at the zoning map, and it clearly shows historic, it's residential, but it's also, it's two things. It's residential and historic preservation overlay. And so we have some things to do per our comprehensive plan to kind of get through that piece and
Okay.
clarify some stuff.
And I agree, what do you call it, when I first got it, I thought it was also in the historical zone, but then they did an in-depth study on it, and they said, no, it's not in the
The
historical zone.
historian did an in-depth
Yes.
study? Well, she's on vacation, and I think she was, yeah, I
Let her
don't, she's
down.
not our zoning administrator either.
Okay. So I don't understand, Ms. Martin, when you say that I have to do another public hearing to see if
Well,
I
I think
could
the attorney
demolish?
can speak
Okay.
to that. Because if you have a public hearing on a project, and then you change the project,
Well,
like, that's
first I have to
not-
get your okay to say that I could
well, I
demolish
don't know
it.
that that's the order this goes in. I think the attorney has to
Okay.
speak to that. I don't think that's
Yeah, I
the
think
order
there's
this
a-
goes in.
Yeah, there's a public hearing that has to be set specific to the demolition, actually.
Yeah.
Should that even be approved, so.
Right, yeah. We could not give you permission tonight. There's no way.
Let's have Greg
Yeah.
speak to this.
Okay.
First of all, as far as I know, there's no application for a demolition permit pending in the village of Fishkill.
No.
So that would be the first requirement.
Oh,
I submitted to the board Chapter 54 of the village code dealing with building demolitions, and I realize the board just got it today probably and hasn't had a chance to review it. But I'll just point out some important parts of the code. To begin with, the village code defines a historic structure as a structure on or eligible for listing on the state or national register of historic places. So this board could consider a structure historic if it was eligible for listing. It doesn't have to actually be listed. That's what our definition says. Section 54.5 deals with the review and application for demolition of non-historic structures. And in that section, Part B says, village board may hold a public hearing on the application in its discretion. That would be only if the board decided that this particular structure was not historic. You could hold a public hearing in your discretion. But at the moment, there's no application pending. I'm trying to emphasize that there's nothing before this board that you can review, because there would have to be a application filed with the building inspector. Application fee would have to be paid, and there are numerous requirements that would have to be met before this would ever come before the Board of Trustees. So there's nothing pending tonight. And I'm sure the applicant, if he speaks to the building inspector, he will find out that he needs to file demolition permit application to start with, and also read the village code related to demolition of historic and non-historic structures. And I'll just point out to this board that should the board decide that this is a historic structure, the village code does not favor the demolition of historic structures. In fact, it is strong disfavor of the demolition. You'd have to show that the building was falling down or some other reason that would authorize the board to grant a demolition permit. So the village code does not favor the demolition of a historic structure, and it definitely requires that there be a full environmental assessment in that case under seeker. And there would also definitely have to be a public hearing before the board could even consider the application. So all of these things are spelled out in the village code. I'm sure the applicant, if he brings his engineer, has his engineer take a look at the code, he will realize that there's a lot has to be presented to the building inspector before this board could even think about acting. So
Okay.
that's all I have to say.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
Okay, then I apologize. I was told just to come to you, just to talk informally. That's what I thought was supposed to happen.
Oh.
But I'll just leave it the way it is then. I won't tear it down. I'll leave it, and I'll just build the other house next to it, and I'll just leave it the way it is.
Oh.
That's certainly your prerogative.
Yeah.
Greg laid it out for you. You can meet with your engineer, have him look at the code to see if there's potential for you to tear it down. We're not saying yes or no.
Yeah.
It's not the time for us to do that. There's still steps to be taken. The first step is meeting with your engineer and then our, inspector to see if it's our building inspector to see if it's feasible to even move in that direction.
Yeah, we couldn't.
You don't have that
vote on this
information yet.
tonight.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
If you
All right.
choose to
Yeah,
make
I
that decision.
thought I was doing something better for the village. I thought I was doing
And we
something.
appreciate that.
That
We appreciate
the
that.
neighbors would like more.
Yes.
But it's, I don't know, I just got the feeling like maybe you don't want it knocked down, so.
No, we just can't decide on
Yeah,
something when we
it's-
don't have all the information. We can't
And
give
there's
you
a process to go
Okay,
through.
it's just steps.
So you would have to, we wouldn't be able to just do
All
that
right,
tonight.
no problem. I know
So
from
if
the-
you decide that you
Sorry.
want to go that route, you can certainly meet with the building
Okay.
inspector,
Yeah, just,
or your engineer.
yeah, no, and Mike did, and he spoke to to Hans, and then Hans came last meeting, and then I heard somebody say, well, let's bring Segretti in front of us, see what he wants to do. That's why I'm here. I understand I have to put an application in and the whole thing. But I just wanted to get, what you guys felt about it, like if you think that you would like the idea. Property meets all the requirements the way it is now with the house that I'm gonna build. So,
It would be unfair for us to answer that question at this
Yeah.
time.
okay.
Because we
understood.
really don't have all the information.
Okay,
Yes.
very
so-
good.
For you and for us and the
Yeah.
village.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, so look
Understood.
into it and see if you proceed, and then we'll be here.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, well, thank you. Okay, let's see.
Yes, of course.
Okay. Thank you.
Good night.
Bye.
Brad, you leaving? Thanks, buddy.
All right, thank you.
Good to see you, man.
Done. Thank you. Okay, the next thing on the agenda is the resolution for the RAND note. I met with Jennifer, Jen Brown, our treasurer, and also with the NBT Bank, and this is what they suggested that we do. so just take a look at that. Okay, and I will entertain a motion for the revolution, revolution, for the resolution for the RAN note.
Greg. Doesn't need to.
Okay. Okay. Do you want me to read the resolution, or?
Read the titles?
Yeah, okay. All right, so, bond resolution dated May 18th, 2026. Resolution delegating to the village treasurer of the Village of Fishkill the power to authorize the issuance of and sell up to 540,000 revenue anticipation notes of said village and renewals thereof in anticipation of water and sewer revenue due and payable to said village in the fiscal year ending May 31st, 2027. Okay? So, okay, so we'll take a roll call vote.
No, you want
A
to, so
motion?
moved.
So moved, second.
Okay, any discussion? Okay, and we'll do a roll call vote.
Mayor Morton,
Aye.
Trustee Carlano,
Aye.
Trustee Ruggiero,
Aye.
Trustee Machado,
Aye.
Trustee Rice.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. All right, and the last item on the agenda is a lease agreement for the 2026 Dodge Ram truck for water and sewer. This is, I think, the dump truck we've been talking about, right? Dump truck, yes. With the plow attachment, correct? Yes. Okay. And there's some supporting documentation attached. So with that, I will entertain a motion to approve the lease agreement for the 2026 Dodge truck.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
Are we going with payment option 1 or payment option 2? I assume 1? Which,
I mean, it's gonna be on this next budget, so that would be,
Payment option 2.
payment option 2?
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, yep.
Good? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Does anybody have anything else? Next meeting is June 1st. Anybody? Fine. All right. Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Good night.